Fellas, what's good? What's good, man? What about getting ready to get this thing going on a Friday night with your boys, the homies? Pay, what's up, man?
What's to it?
Not a whole lot to it, man. That was a that was a thing back in our football playing days back in high school. When I say ours, I mean mine and like Big G and stuff. Like one of our rallying cries was, "It ain't nothing to it but to do it." Like that was I don't know how that became a thing, but it was a thing. So when you said what's to it, I think like nothing to it but to do it. B Dirt, what's good? Celebratory. Don't worry, man. Y'all gonna get that shit
What?
took for some reason.
I'll say the same thing when
False-
you said
false
when you
banners.
said it when you said it about the 2023 football team. I told you then. I'll tell you the same thing. It don't matter. You can't take this feeling. That's all it is. You're lucky. You're lucky that Denver pulled out a miraculous win because their goalie stood on his head last night in the Frozen Four. Because if Michigan was playing for the title again tomorrow in hockey, I'd be insufferable.
The Big Ten is having a moment, aren't they?
Wisconsin's still in that game. I'm rooting for Wisconsin against Denver. I want them to win the hockey.
I think the Big Ten has the defending champions in like 8 sports.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, especially since we claim UCLA women now. They
That's
built
right.
built in South Carolina.
Mm.
You know, it's all good. You could be a Big Ten guy. You from Big Ten land. You choose to ride with some old North Carolina Tar Heels. Where that came from, I have no idea. It's not like you grew up watching Michael Jordan in North Carolina.
Because Michael Jordan left North Carolina before I was born.
Right,
and
that's what I'm getting at.
Since then they've had a legion of legends and Hall of Famers leave there. So Michael Jordan isn't always the through line to everything.
Let me
That is
see
what I said.
So it's like
Vince
it's
Carter.
the Jordan Chicago ties that really brought it back to North Carolina for you. Okay.
You see how simple that was? You see, Michael Jordan's my favorite hooper. My first favorite athlete. I want to do everything like Mike. Remember that commercial? I know you're old ass remember that. Everything like Mike. I did everything like I wanted to be everything like Mike. I'm gonna like North Carolina too. My first basketball game that I ever remember watching, 1993 championship game. Shout out to B Dirt.
How about it?
Timeout.
Give me a
B-Dirt.
TO.
B Dirt, you was probably like a senior in high school then.
Nah.
93?
Sophomore.
Sophomore? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you and my brother the same. You graduated 94?
5.
Oh, my brother graduated 94. Because you was born in September after him.
Yep.
Yeah, he was born like August 14th. Your birthday in September. That's the difference in y'all graduating. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. But B Dirt, Pay said it. Who was your first favorite athlete?
Luckily, I did not fall in love with the USC Trojans. But my first favorite athlete was Mark McGuire.
Oh.
Now I had rooting interest and stuff before then. Tim Krumrie and the Bengals, him and David Fulcher were both up there. I had some Reds and Tigers. I had some mixed in there, but the first one that I was like a fanatic of, I was like, that's my guy, was definitely Mark McGuire.
Okay. Well, damn. Is it Michigan, Mark McGuire? Cheaters. Cheaters is the team tonight.
Yeah.
If
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, baby. Get done.
What a
by
through
any
line.
means necessary.
That's fun.
Yeah, man. Okay. I like that mentality. But okay, so no Barry Sanders. I know you was impartial to the Lions. No Barry Sanders.
No, I was obviously a Barry fan. I mean,
Right.
who doesn't want to watch Barry Sanders run a rock? But nah, wasn't my guy. I was more of a James Brooks guy.
I remember James Brooks. I remember when he played for the Chargers before he played for the Bengals.
That's right.
But yeah, man, we got a super chat from the homie Claude in the building. Man, with congratulatory $2 super chat from the homie Claude.
Hey.
Congratulations, B
Hey.
Dirt on Michigan.
I'll say this, Claude, congratulations on the Nittany Lions Wrestling Championship. It's good to have a couple champions in this chat here. Huh?
Okay. Yeah. Hey,
What?
Can't say none of that. No championships here. None. But yeah, man. Well, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Shout out to the people in the live chat, and then we'll go ahead and get to it. We're going to talk about the AFC North offensive lines real quick. We're going to rank them. Little hint for you: Steelers #1. But then we're gonna have a 4-round mock draft real quick, just to show you what we're thinking 2 weeks out from the draft. Each of us 4, obviously the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals. It'll go fast, and we're gonna get out of here and let you go on about your Friday night, because we appreciate each and every one of you that have tapped in to join us. Pay, that was interesting. I watched the NFC North Roundtable the other day. You guys so young, you guys jokers didn't know what a merry-go-round was, man. B Dirt, there's like, what's that thing with the horses on it that go around in a circle?
or well, not me, but so old that they just forgot.
Or maybe
Not
there
you?
was something in the air.
You was the second oldest person on that podcast.
Short-term memory loss.
That is correct. I do not go to carnivals though, so I was like, "What is that thing with the horses that go around and go up and down?" I don't know. Carousel.
Yeah, you and Dave stopped.
I would have said Meg the Stallion.
Hey, man.
It's not a wrong answer.
Well played.
We got B Dirty in the building, running through the jungle in the live chat. His homie 10 Lions running through the jungle, crew in it. We got Derry in the building. J Steve, shout out to the homie J Steve. No, that's D-Ray. My bad, D-Ray. Pickens, you big dummy, then tapped in. What up, Fee? Fee in the building.
Get to work now.
J Steve, we know Claude in the building. Al on the prowl, tap in one time. Definitely appreciate you, man. A lot of repeat comments here. That's great. We got Mother Vast in the building. Shout out Michigan. Also, B Dirt. Michigan getting some love in here, man.
Dusty May's easy to root for, man.
I like Dusty, man. I don't know a whole bunch about him, but he seems to be.
He should be packing his bags and going to North Carolina, but congratulations, B Dirt.
Man, that sounded like it was difficult to get to. Jar Devil in the building. It's kind of like that though when you ain't won the chip since when?
Oh, that's only Michigan's second one. First since 89.
Well, no, I'm talking about pay. Like North Carolina been a minute.
No, it hasn't.
2017. Get one? Okay, well, you going 10 years in. I mean, but that's your last one because the Cubs got one in 16, 17. Well, hell, I ain't had, except for Ohio State football, I ain't had no team with a championship in years. So, but I got Ohio State 2020.
Don't forget my links too.
Oh, you did link on to the links. Latched on to the link.
I did not latch on anything. I've been a fan of theirs for 15 years.
Milkman. Angel Reese got traded to Atlanta. She following you, Pay. What's up with you and Angel Reese, man? She on the same track. Hey, I ain't mad at you. A little young, but I ain't mad at you. You young than me.
Yeah, I won't make that connection, but yes, she's in an A now. I love that for her.
What connection won't you make?
I won't go any further, but I like where she's going to. I like her fit with the Dream. It's going to be the Dream. Might be they're not going to be contenders, but they're going to be a improved squad.
My boy, 901 Reds in the building. Shout out Reds. Let's see. Okay, we about caught up. Mod in the building. B Dirt, what are you saying to you? B Dirt.
He was talking about the shades. He's talking about the shades.
Okay.
Stunners.
That's what they call them down in Texas. Big James in the building. Shout out to the homie Big James. Hey, man, let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. We're going to go ahead and go to intro. We'll take our first break real quick right now. If you listen on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. If you listen on audio, we'll hear a few words from our partners and advertisers. Be right back after this. Talk about the offensive line, have our quick mock draft, and get out of here. Be sure to subscribe to the Steel Curtain Network. Follow the Steel Curtain Network. Go to the website. Go to the Steel Curtain Network website. All kinds of different articles and stuff like that. Listen on the audio platform because there's shows on the Steel Curtain Network on audio that aren't on YouTube. So a lot of good stuff over there for your listening pleasure while you're sitting in the car, riding to work and stuff. Check that out. But with that being said, I done plugged the network. We're going to take a quick break. And wait, there's a draft party, Steel Curtain Network in Hagerstown, Maryland, on the draft weekend, 2 nights. Be sure to check that out. Claude, you going to that? You down in Hagerstown way? You probably know where it's at and everything by now, Claude. But yeah.
Are you saying Hagerstown?
Yeah.
Hagers.
What's
Hagers?
My bad.
B Dirt, know it because B Dirt that made the track.
Oh, I've been by it a lot.
Right. It's actually a major hub if you're going up the PA Turnpike, like from Pittsburgh to DC and stuff like that.
I like to think you were saying Hagerstown, though, because I would go to a Pittsburgh Steelers Hagerstown draft.
Hagerstown. Hey, y'all, we'll be right back after this. Hear a few words from my partners and advertisers. We'll be right back. Stay with us with the Homies Friday night.
Yeah. Friday night. Yeah. Yeah. You rolling with the homies. Sports talk with a twist. We keep it real only. Ain't talking that baloney. We speaking the facts. Sports news going on. We talking about that. Tank, paying dirt. We gon' bring the noise. Friday nights are better when you hang with the boys. Yeah.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
You gonna learn. Oh yeah, you gonna learn.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
You need anything at all, I drop it off for y'all if my homies call.
Friday night homies in the building with paying dirt in the building. Tapping in with, like we said, we're going to talk about offensive lines in the AFC North. The one that I believe has been under the most construction as we stand right now is the Cleveland Browns offensive line. There's no one person specifically here to represent the Cleveland Browns, though Lamar said he will be back next week, Pay. So we'll see what that looks like in dirt. So we'll see. He's still
talking from last week.
He's at a wedding. He's at a wedding in Tennessee or in Nashville, or he would have been here this week, he said. But we'll see next week.
Nashville, you watch out, man. That'd take it out of you. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm still tired.
You did. I watched your show too, running through the jungle the other day. You did the Nashville Vegas circuit.
Man.
Back to back.
I did 8 days in Vegas and 4 days in Nashville. Ouch.
Yeah, man. Like you said, you don't recover the same at your elevated age. So
nope, show don't. And Saturday I was running around Barstool, Nashville like a fool when we was beating up the Arizona Wildcats.
This guy, man. Every damn week, man, you can put your phone, set it in your lap. You might get a good feeling from it, man.
That's not what you're supposed to do. You shouldn't do that.
You're supposed to catch feelings?
Who?
I gave her a lot.
Who? Every week, like pay like it's not a disruption.
Okay, rotary phone. Let's not do too much now.
Was that your phone? I didn't know if it was your phone or not.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
His staff be texting.
I thought we were still doing Freaky Fridays. I didn't know. You know.
Oh well, no, but that was the part when I said put in your lap. We won't hear it though, and you might
bullet, butterfly. I don't know.
But yeah, man. So the Cleveland Browns offensive line. So we got their projected starters. They made some moves. They recently acquired Zion Johnson from the Chargers, a free agent. I believe gave him like a $48 million contract. DeJuan Jones was like their second or third year lineman from Ohio State. He's the big 6'7", 6'8" guy, but never in shape and injured quite a bit. Elgton Jenkins was a guard for Green Bay who's center capable. They have him as center. Tevin Jenkins is a carryover, but was a high round pick a few years back. In Chicago, was he paid, right? We talked about that one week.
Mm-hmm.
Second round pick. You cleared me up on that. I thought it was first. Second round pick, Tevin Jenkins. And they paid a boatload of money, I believe 3 years, $62 million to Titus Howard from the Houston Texans in a trade, and they extended him. So they for sure got the most brotherous offensive line in the league, let alone the AFC North, because you can't get more brotherous than that. But what do we think about their moves and stuff, man? You think they got better? They lost some really good guys in Botonio and a couple of their other linemen they had. Who's other linemen they had that was really good for a lot of years?
Got long in the tooth, though. I mean,
yeah, they did. They did. You're right.
I think they upgraded this going in this year, and a lot of people out there in the national media think that they have probably the best offensive line in the AFC North going into the North. You know, I'm always leery when you see a bunch of new pieces coming together.
Right.
It takes a minute to mesh. So, you know, those first 4 to 6 games could be a little rocky for them.
No, I agree, and that's my only part. I believe they assumed better younger talent, accumulated better younger talent, but there's that continuity aspect of it, and these guys haven't played together. There's that part of it. There's going to be a growing pains, I believe, as far as playing together. They're all veterans pretty much, but what's that look like together? So I don't know. Pay, what's your thoughts on the Browns? We'll move on.
And 4 new starters, right? Tevin Jenkins is the only holdover. You can build camaraderie over the summer if you actually serious about it. If you actually get those reps in, and everyone shows up to the off-season program, and you can get that together. But right now, it's a work in progress. They did let go of Wyatt, right? They traded him. They didn't let him go. They traded him to was it Dallas or Houston? I forget. But let's just say
Wyatt
Tevin Jenkins is him. And let's just say Tevin Jenkins is their best player on the offensive line coming back.
But he's not.
If he was, he's
okay.
That's not a good sign.
Right.
Not to say that he's a bad player. I think he's when
solid.
he's healthy. Yeah, when he's healthy, he's above average, but he's never healthy. So I don't know. It's hard to figure out what's going on with them, because like 4 new starters is a work, and that is an extreme undertaking for any offensive line, let alone the Cleveland Browns. We already know the Cleveland Browns is a process, especially with a new head coach and staff coming through too. So everybody's learning everybody.
Agreed. I think they can be better, but I think it's going to be some growing pains. I think they still potentially draft a lineman. I mean, a lot of the mocks have Cleveland taking a lineman with their first pick, or at the very least, I've seen some with the kid. Was it Malaga out of Miami, the Hurricanes, with 6, and if they get a receiver at 6 and at 24, getting like Alabama tackle. What's his name? The big guy.
Start with a K.
Proctor, Caden Proctor.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen several Cleveland mocks with that happening. So, Pay, you're agreed with Drake. Drake is your age, so it figures you and Drake about the same age. Y'all roll together. We
are the same age. No, He's 2 years younger than me.
Drake ain't 40 yet.
I think he turns 39 this year.
You could be right. I just got a note on that. Yeah, he'll be not. You're 1 year older. His birthday is you're one day short of being a year older. His birthday is the day before yours.
If this takes up more than 60 seconds to show, I'm throwing a flag.
OVO.
All right, let's move on. Next offensive line we'll talk about. And B Dirt, since you talking, I'm gonna let you keep talking. Let's talk about the Bengals. What's going on with the Bengals line, B Dirt? I got their projected starters from ESPN. So what's going on with the Bengals, man?
So the Bengals had several new parts. Most notably the rookie left guard Dylan Fairchild last year out of Georgia, who did not start off very well. Orlando Brown Jr. Had some injury issues. We didn't sign Dalton Reisner till very late. He didn't start the year, but ended up in there very quickly. Same thing I was talking about with the Browns. What I concern myself with is what I saw from the Bengals last year. Continuity, the first 6 games of the year, they were trash. The last 6 games of the year, they were pretty good. The middle of the year, they were average. So I expect them to have a better continuity. I expect them to be, I'm going to say, average for the entire year this year. And the reason why I don't say good or pretty good, I think they'll battle the Steelers for the second or third place as far as best offensive line in the division. And the reason why I don't think they can just take over second is because there's no depth. We get somebody hurt. It's Cody Ford coming in. I didn't mind Jalen Rivers, the rookie last year out of Miami, who we moved from tackle to guard. I didn't mind him coming in when he had to at right guard. But really, we need to get another. I'd love to get a guard center hybrid, something like that, where we could draft in the 4th, 5th round of this upcoming draft, just to have some depth there and start getting that next piece for Ted Karras inevitably is going to retire. So that depth piece there, and maybe even find somebody off of waivers or something to just more depth. So it's pretty good, but it's 1 or 2 slight injuries, which we know happen a lot in the NFL, from being pretty bad. I think our best guy on the line right now, by the way, is Amarius Mims, right guard or right tackle out of Georgia a couple years ago. I think he's really turned the corner and become a very good player.
Going into his 3rd year, he was playing with our guy Broderick Jones, who's yet to really show. But I'll talk about him when we get to the Steelers. Pay, any thoughts on the Bengals offensive line?
So I've said it more than a few times in the last season coming into up to today. I don't think the perennial weaknesses for the Cincinnati Bengals are as weak as they've been the last few years. The defense and the offensive line. I think they're turning that corner and they're becoming, I don't want to use the word strength, but they're not as bad. They're not the sticking out point. I agree with B. Amarius Mims, his future looks bright. There's a reason to be optimistic about where he's going to go. Not re-signing, but extending Orlando Brown. So big move.
Extended that guaranteed money right up until Amarius Mims will get his bag. That was clever. I like that.
Very, very prudent financial decisions from the front office of the Cincinnati Bengals. How often do you say that?
Dick Tobin.
Can you put that graphic real quick, a Bengals graphic up there real quick? One other thing I want to address in here. The hell is going on with my T-Rex arms up there? Oh man!
And we all got them. It's a caricature.
It's an AI. That's an AI caricature thing.
Yeah,
man, they're killing me. I'm out here looking like Bane. I'm never getting drafted to the top 10, huh?
Never support the robots. That's why. But yeah, just I'm gonna button it up right there. The offensive line is not a significant need for the draft. The Bengals can do a lot of their damage on the defensive side of the ball, and maybe just add some depth pieces because the offensive line they're pretty decent. I like them going into the season.
Yeah, I think the Bengals got better. I'm one of the people that know, because I pay attention, that they did play better the second half of the year. The defense even played better the second half of the year. So, all the trash takes we had about them, and Steeler fans, you guys are guilty of it because you like to throw stones at glass houses. That the line was bad. Burrow was sacked and running for his life that first half of the year. The Bengals offense showed up more the second half once Burrow got back. That line was playing better. The defense played better. They weren't getting up as many points as they were earlier in the season. So I kind of agree with Pay's take, which says nobody ever. But yeah, I think that they're the weaknesses that were their perceived weaknesses. I believe the exact word he was looking for aren't what people think they are. Not that they couldn't draft, like he said, depth or a lineman that might be better than another lineman to compete with whoever you think the weak link is in that line. It doesn't have to be a weak link, just a player that's better than that guy to compete with whoever that guy is. But go ahead and bust that capital on defense. And I like where the Bengals are at. I'm gonna give my rankings of the lines when we're done. So the next one, Pay. We got the Baltimore Ravens, and you got alligator arms too. So, what do you think about their line, Pay?
I look like I coach one of these teams. Who that's not me. I don't know who that is.
That is an AI picture from one of your images, Pay. It's you,
bro. That is Mark Tomlin.
Yes. We gotta. I did not consent to that. But in any case, all right. We all know about Tyler Linderbaum. The Vegas Raiders overpaid him, and he's no longer a Baltimore Raven. We got it. Cool. You have Danny Pinter here as the center. I don't know if he's going to be the opening day starter for center. I've been reading that John Simpson might be there.
ESPN projections is what I use. I don't know.
Okay.
Danny Pinter. But go ahead.
It could be Danny Pinter, could be John Simpson. They probably will draft somebody who might be in the mix for that starting position come week 1 anyway. But in any case, they got to rebuild the offensive line. It ain't like the Raiders haven't been here before. I think 2 off seasons ago, we were doing this show. Same situation. A whole bunch of new starters outside of Ronnie Stanley and Linderbaum at the time. It was 3 new starters at that point. Now, like I said, it's not something that the Ravens haven't done before. New coaching staff, so we'll see what that success lies this time around. There is one concern I have, but I'm looking at John. I don't know why I'm missing him. He's right there at the right guard. But yeah, right. John Simpson and Corey Bullock and Danny Pinter, they're all going to be in that mix for the interior line. But John Simpson, he's the guy I would highlight there. He's not a very good down the field run blocker. I don't know what the offense is going to look like come this season for the Baltimore Ravens, but if they are going to employ the same type of blocking style that they've done over the past few years with Derrick Henry, more of that downhill gap style, he's probably not going to be your best look. So I would look for the Baltimore Ravens to draft a center at some point in this draft another guard, maybe 2 guards, as we did in that mock draft we did a couple of weeks ago. I went interior line heavy the first 3 picks. So I can foresee the Ravens doing the same thing. Cheat off my paper.
You did do. I thought that was a good draft for what they needed. I believe you got Vega and you got another top guard like you and a center. I mean, you kind of was robust. Your first 3 picks. You kind of because I think that's where they need help. I think Stanley and Rosenstein are good tackles. Stanley at one time was all pro before injury and stuff like that. So I like their tackles a lot. I think they're better than competent. They're above board. They're above average. I think losing Linderbaum is big. Now, whether he's overpaid or not, we got to see what the market is on that. But Linderbaum was a top 3 center in the league. You just don't agree with paying centers.
No, I agree with the market. The market dictates where you go. They overshot the market by $7 million. That's a clear overpay.
That's the captain of your line. They don't make as much as tackles do. Tackles really protect the quarterback, but the center runs the line, and Linderbaum is one of the best, and the highest paid guard makes about $20.5 million. So it has to be somewhere in between the $30 million high-end tackles get, and the $21 million high-end guards get. So maybe they did overshoot it a little bit, but I think that's more 25, 26, and I think if it's 23, they paid them 30. I still think it's in the 26 range for a great center. But
they did not put up a fight. They say you can go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Paying that.
They weren't gonna do that. They already had their dreamy Cupid shot them eyes for B Dirt's boy Hendrickson after they broke up with the boy from the Raiders. What's my man name?
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby. They broke up, left Max, outside the prom, and would have got another date. B Dirt, your thoughts on Baltimore's line, real quick.
I think it's probably got more than one question mark and a little bit of depth issues. I agree with Pay and the fact that if they were prudent, they probably get multiple picks there in interior offensive line, at least one of them in the first couple rounds to boost that up. And there's some guys out there that I like that also are play tackle guard, that have played tackle guard in college, that have that kind of that mentality that you see from the Ravens a lot, that hard nose, like embrace violence kind of guys. There's a couple of them in this draft interior line I like.
We used to call them road raiders back in the day. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, man, Baltimore, we do this mock pace. We do take your same methodology and load up on the line. Load up on the fat boys, what we call each show.
Do you know that there's only one center in the league that makes over $20 million?
Who is that?
Linderbaum. The second highest paid center is Creed Humphrey at $18 million. Cam Jurgens in at 17, and then after that, it's Eric McCoy at 12.
Well, they probably so he raised the market.
Overpaid, overshot the market.
Well, yeah, they did, but it don't mean that if he's one of the best, it don't mean that the market's not going to go up to that 25, 26.
I bet it is, thanks to the Raiders.
I bet the guys B Dirt names signed their deals 2 or 3 years ago.
If it's 1 year ago, Creed Humphrey signed 4 years for 72.
Okay, it's 18 million a year. 1 year ago, so in 24,
he almost doubled what the highest guaranteed total was.
Well, hell, good for Linderbaum.
He started in 24. Jurgens signed his in 25.
Drew Dahlman signed last offseason too, and he was in the same class as Linderbaum, but I think he got like a similar 4-year, 70
in the same class as Linderbaum. I don't know who you talking about. Who he played for? I know Linderbaum. No Creed Humphrey.
Drew Dahlman just retired. So,
but who did he play for? I heard the name, but I don't. You say he's in the same class, like he's one of the best centers
in the same. He was in the top. He was a top 3 to 5 center.
Who did he play for?
He was drafted by the Falcons. Played for the Bears last year.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes sense now.
He was. It does not make sense. He's top 3 to 5 center. I think his contract was about 4 years, 70-some odd million too. Again, the Raiders, they overshot the market. Now centers are going to start getting paid more because of what the Raiders did. And, the owners are going to do the same thing they did to Deshaun, every quarterback after Deshaun. Bring that back. Bring that on back.
But they haven't. They haven't brought it back.
It hasn't gone
Listen.
forward other than one guy so far.
Everybody,
no
Deshaun
one-
got 45 million. Everybody's in the 50s. Dak in the 60s. Lamar Jackson.
What was the contention with Deshaun Watson's contract?
Guaranteed money.
Has anybody got a fully guaranteed contract?
Not
since?
fully guaranteed, but they getting up there. They getting a lot of big guaranteed money.
So Creed Humphrey, I would think almost everybody would say number one center in football right now. Leonard Baum, I would say close second or third. You can make an argument right there.
Perfect segue to my guy.
Leonard Baum is making 50% more than the second highest paid player. Let that sink in. He's 50% more than the second highest paid center in the league. That's wild.
Hey, my only dog in this fight is the Ravens are going to be weaker on the offensive line because they don't have Leonard Baum. The money he gets is the money he gets. Steelers offensive line. Man, we got some holes specifically on the left side. Right now, ESPN projects Broderick Jones to be the starter. Broderick Jones is in his fourth year of his rookie contract. They got till May 1 to pick up his rookie deal. I don't think they will. He's coming back from a neck injury, but he showed up already and is working out and stuff. That's good. So here he's ahead of schedule. Spencer Anderson, the picture there, number 74, has been 7th round pick about 4 years ago out of Maryland. Played tackle with Maryland, could play center, can play guard, played a lot of 13 personnel tight end last year. Good athlete. A lot of people don't think he's ready to take over the starting position. The Steelers brought in one of Mike McCarthy's guys, Max Hoffman with Dallas Cowboy to compete there. They may draft a guy. They're going to draft a guy. They may draft a starter early. We'll see what that looks like. They draft in the first 2 days, day 1 or 2, he's going to be a starter, I believe. Mason McCormick, Zach Frazier is in discussion for top 3 center in the league behind the guys B-Dirt name. Creed Humphrey, Leonard Baum.
$9 million.
And Zach Frazier. Mason McCormick is, a 4th round rookie 2 years ago, really adapting well to the right side. Like that's solid over there. Better than solid, really, I think. The center to the right side, McCormick is really good. 5 times was a 1st round pick. He played his first year last year because he sat out his rookie year and he looked really good. His technique, his form, his movement, hand placement, feet movement is really good. He played for the Washington Huskies, competed against your Michigan Wolverines, beat Dirt in college football playoffs that year, protected Michael Penix. Michael Penix could use him now. So I think the Steelers drafted guy. We know that they're set on the right side. I believe Broderick Jones, as it stands right now, wins the guard. I know my boy Big G want to spend all his draft capital on offensive linemen. 1st round, 2nd round, trade move up for a lineman, draft Vega in the 1st round. They got 2 1st round picks at tackle, a 2nd round pick at center, a 4th round pick at guard. And if Vega drops, you get him. I agree with that. Depending on what wide receivers available. But if not, you just got to go ahead and figure out one of these guys to compete and roll with it. I mean, and draft a guy in the 2nd or 3rd round, but nobody likes spending that excessive draft capital unless it's a transformative player, which Vega would be at that position and be there for 10 years. So I agree with that. But the Steelers line will be fine. New coaching, new scheme. We'll see. I think the players are talented. Broderick Jones has talent. It just hasn't illustrated yet. He played left tackle at Georgia. Got drafted, moved to right for the Steelers for 2 years. Last year in his 3rd year was playing left. Got hurt like halfway through the season, 7 or 8 games a season, and really never got his whole chance. So this is a big season for him, whether he gets his extension or not. I don't think he will. And we'll see what that looks like. But a confident Steelers off the line. So that's all I got to say about the Steelers. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to take a quick break. If you listen to audio platform, if you're watching on YouTube, we're not going anywhere. If you listen to audio platform, have to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this. We're going to get into our 4-round mock draft. We're going to do this thing quickly to see how we do for our respective teams we're here representing. So we'll be right back after this on the Homies Podcast. Stay with us. Thanks. And we're back on the Homies Friday night with your boy Tate, Pay, and Dirt in the building. Thanks for tapping in. Fellas, let's get to this draft. Pay, you know my tech skills, man. I mean, I didn't have to call you for this one. I kind of figured it out. I figured if B Dirt could do it, I could do it.
Oh, snap.
So, I'll check your comments after we get through this. But so let's set this thing up real quick. We're gonna do the Bengals.
4 rounds.
Yeah, I got it. B Dirt. Steelers. Let me listen to B Dirt and go to 4 rounds. We got it set for fast. I think that's all we need to do. You guys ready?
That's it.
Let's get it.
Run it.
Start draft. B Dirt is on you. So far, who's gone? Number one, we know Fernando Mendoza, Jeremiah Love. I think that's a stretch. The Jets aren't. They got Breece Hall. That's bogus. Arvell Reese to the Cardinals. David Bailey to the Titans. Sonny Styles to the Giants. I think that's possible. I don't think Caleb Down goes to the Browns, but he has here. Ruben Bay to the Commanders. Matt Massasor, the offensive tackle from Miami, to the Saints. And
no, Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU, who I would take here normally.
Yeah, that's right. And then the tackle went to the Chiefs from Miami.
I would absolutely trade out of this if I was allowed to.
Okay, you can. We can do that. That's what you want to do?
Nah, I mean, you don't have to. I don't.
Okay, let's just do it where they stand. Okay.
Prolong it for all the BS. I mean,
any position we look at? Anybody?
Yeah, go back up. I'm going to take the safety out of Oregon.
B Dirt draft safety for the Bengals at pick 10 out of Oregon. Dylan.
So there's 4 guys I would take here at 10 for the Bengals. Mansour Delane, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, who's definitely not going to be there, and Ruben Bain. If one of those other 3 would fall, I would take one of those 3. If not, I would hope that somebody wanted to trade up for their guy, but this is the best out of what I've got here.
Okay, so the draft pick is Dylan Thiemann. Pay, it's on you.
Damn it.
So from the Bengals, we lost Cardinal Tate. Spencer Fonda went to the Cowboys. Monroe Feeling at 13 went to the Rams, the talented, athletic offensive tackle out of Georgia. Pay, pick 14. What are you looking at?
I want a Spencer Fano so we can do that bridge where, lost Linderbaum, got Fano. 6, just go ahead and fix that in there because he's got versatility. So I'd have preferred that. It looks like Vega's gone too.
Vega is there. 14.
Oh, okay. I see him. Yep.
16.
That would be my pivot. I'm gonna go ahead and take Vega.
That's a good pick for you guys.
Penn State,
That's why
as you will say. As I said, I mean, you can't go wrong with the interior fat boys. Go ahead and put them on our roster.
Got him. The Steelers are on the clock. Since the Ravens picked players of Steelers' interest, Mekhi Lemon went next to the Bucks at 15. Jordan Tyson went to the Vikings at 18. And I think those were the 2 players of Steeler interest right there. So let's look at the board as it stands now. They had Emmanuel McNeil Warren in for a visit just yesterday, top 30 visit. Omar Cooper is there. I like him a lot. So it's between those 2 players.
You wouldn't just entertain here Proctor?
No interest in Proctor. Okay. And he could move to guard. I mean,
correct.
Yeah, he's I think
he solves the problem for you on left guard, left tackle.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get my guy in the 2nd or 3rd round, one of them. So not even worried about that.
Who are you drafting?
I'm between Cooper for Indiana and the safety out of Toledo.
So real fast. You didn't mention this when we were talking about the offensive line, but where are we at with Broderick Jones's health? I know he had surgery, and then at the end of the season.
But I did mention it. I said
I must
he
have
showed up
missed
to
it.
camp. He's ahead of schedule. He did some drills and stuff. You know, whatever they can do. He's participating in workouts. He's there and he's doing whatever that they can do.
Oh, I know what it was. It's coach speak, and Pay doesn't understand it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, no, well that's where he's at.
You said words, but they didn't mean nothing.
Well, I haven't seen him do football drills. I know they say he's ahead of schedule. He worked out. They showed him lifting weights and doing all that kind of stuff I'm sure he's been doing. But yeah, and I think they don't owe Broderick Jones a chance, but his replacement, Dylan Cook, played well in his spot last year. Broderick Jones is the first round pick, and you just don't give up on that. You're not signing his 5th-year extension, you know. So you see what that looks like between those two. And you draft a guy later for development, but you don't just go in the first round and get a guy. Like I said, I would have got Vega at guard, but now, just because safety, I like the guy they have him in, but it's safety. I think we're better in the safety room with Ramsey, Brisker, Elliott coming back than we are at the wide receiver room. I'm going to take Omar Cooper out of Indiana with this pick. Okay, B Dirt on the clock at pick. Is it 41?
Yes, sir.
What are you looking for? I can sort it by
right there. Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker,
it.
Texas Tech. Run the pickup. That's my guy.
I saw that immediately. Okay. Pay Ravens at pick 45.
At pick 45, I would, since we didn't get the center in the first round, well, not the center, but the highly coveted, versatile offensive lineman, I'm looking for a center. And can you scroll down? Well, continue scrolling up.
You mean sort the centers?
Yeah, sort centers.
Interior O-line. Right here. There you go.
Ew. So my guy is gone. No, we didn't go over who got drafted, but I was looking at Trey Zahn at this position. Gotta be.
Yeah, he is. I thought, yeah, it's probably at 45. Wow, okay.
And you and it looks like Pat Coughlin is gone too. Ooh, that would have been my backup.
Who's
that would have been my.
You mean Coogan?
Right there.
Cougar.
There he is.
He's slated 5th round.
Yeah, you don't want that. Don't want that. We can come back.
I like
to that.
him though. I like him. I took him in the Bengals draft on Wednesday. I took him in the Bengals draft at the round 6, 189. He was still there.
That's the overall board again.
All right, let me see the overall. What's wrong with taking scroll back up? What's wrong with taking Mr. Caleb Lomu? He fell. I thought he had you know some of these first round grades are lies, but thought he was a potential first rounder. But I'll go ahead and take Caleb.
He is, with the exception of the one thing we said, the Ravens has above average tackles. But okay,
I think one of them can be replaced. But yeah, I'm fine with taking Caleb.
Okay, Caleb. The pick is the Steelers on the clock. We drafted a wide receiver in the first round. This is where I look to draft my offensive lineman. And I think I should be able to get, I know I can get Rutledge here. I don't think he'll last to my next pick. But I think the guy, and I love Rutledge, but I think the guy I'm looking at is a tackle, like B. Durst said earlier about Proctor, that can play guard, that will play guard in the league, and that's Big Red Mullet, Jennings Dunker out of Iowa. I'm going to take him and convert him to guard on that right side to get in the competition with Spencer Anderson and Hoffman, Brock Hoffman, that they brought in free agent from the Cowboys. So we'll take Dunker here for the Steelers.
Boy, put the ugly and big ugly.
Next up on the clock, the Bengals B Dirt. Give me the sort by a position. You looking for somebody?
Man, well, no, let's just go down just a little bit. I see one that's in my sights that I like. Go back up a little bit here. So here's where I get So if this happens, Grayton Houghton out of Oklahoma, I really like it at defensive interior. But I like the edge here. He's a little bit undersized. He's a 3 technique, and we need to get people that can rush the passer a little bit more.
Mhm.
I like him. Now, we normally tend not to take those guys, but I like him. But Romello Height here is another guy that's a little undersized for an edge. He's a 240, 245.
He's a speed
We normally
edge.
have speed edge. We normally have 270, 275 guys. I like taking Romello Height here, but because I know what this does in the PFF mock draft simulator, because I've got it in front of me from Wednesday, I'm not going to take that one. I'm going to take the interior defensive lineman. Give me Grayson Holden.
Ooh, okay. Halton is the pick for B Dirt out of Oklahoma. Man, Keelan Rutledge would have made it to me here, but I got my receiver. I got my guard. Now I'm looking at linebacker, looking at safety, corner, and another receiver. It depends on the value I feel like I can get here. First, real quick, let me just do a inside linebacker search. Oh, they didn't. IOL used to be inside. I guess no, it didn't. Linebacker is linebacker. LB. Yeah. I like Anthony Hill a lot. His upside better than Kyle Lewis. You know, he's from Pitt. He's undersized. He's a little guy. I think he'll be more of a dime linebacker. He'll be more of a coverage guy that can tackle. At safety still, we're looking at for the Steelers a potential safety. And one of the safeties, some of the safeties that are here, Ramsey, Genesis Smith. I like Zeke Wheatley and Bud Clark. I think I can get them with my next pick. Genesis Smith is not a good tackler. Kamari Ramsey, not a big fan of. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the wide receivers and I'll make my decision. Wide receiver, Ted Hurst. I'm big on Ted Hurst. I came out this draft with Cooper and Hurst. I like that.
G-State.
Georgia State, yeah. The comp to him is George Pickens. Not that he's George Pickens, but George Pickens went to Georgia. And Georgia State, in similarities, he's obviously 6'3", 195. I like the additional size. I'm going to take Ted Hurst with this pick. Pay on the clock. Pick 80.
Rutledge, run it to the top, run it to the board. Let's go. Taking Rutledge.
That's I like that a lot too. He got Fanu and Rutledge. Hey, your offensive line problem solved. It's effing solved. Steelers on stop waiting on B Dirt. Okay, so I got the receiver.
No,
now
you got all the round 3 picks, remember?
Yeah, I got 3 of them. Yeah, okay. So let me look at linebacker again. Anthony Hill still there. Look at safety one more time. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Anthony Hill. I don't need to look anymore. No further. Give me Anthony Hill. Upside, Patrick Queens last year, maybe. I like that. Oh, one more. And this is where I'll get my safety then. And that guy will be. Oh, I'll take, Bud Clark is a reach here, but he's more physical than Genesis Smith. Let me see if it's an edge there I can steal just to all this talk about trading one of the edges. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead
That's
and go
a speed edge right there with Bart. That's the kid that transferred from Maryland. He's sneaky.
I like him. You know what, B Dirt? I'm gonna go ahead and take him.
He fits your defense, not mine, which sucks, but
yeah, I'm not touching the
Drew Aller. That's what Big G tell you to run up there and get Drew Aller.
Yeah, no, not doing that. But I'm gonna go with Dante Corleone from Cincinnati.
Ooh,
I see he's there. D tackle stuff to run.
I don't know. You got to ask yourself before you hit that button. Is he a war-torn consigliere? You got to ask that.
Oh, I don't know, Pay. I'd have to ask the president. He might know. He's a gangster. But another story.
That's a yeah.
You're talking about like Don's like
Corleone. No, not
John
Don. You're on the first name. You should be on the last name. Corleone.
Right. is reference to like the Godfather stuff, right?
That's it. Yeah. Wartime
Okay,
consigliere.
Yeah, I was there. I was there.
All
I was thinking of gangsters, and I said, well, let me ask the biggest gangster if he fits. But okay, I'm taking him for the Steelers at pick 99. Defensive line help. B Dirt, 4th round pick for you. Now I see right there on this little short screen, Joe Burrow's backup. Bye-bye Flacco. What you looking at, B Dirt?
All right, let's go to Edge.
Edge right here. There you go. That boy Mason Riger's a dog.
Yeah.
Cut from TJ Watt, Nick Herbig.
A little bit. He I'm leaning there.
That sap to
Kamara
me would typically be your pick. I think he's kind of small, but this is your draft. I'm just saying he's 6'1",
260.
Yeah, he's thick. He's thick.
Now go down. Let me see the numbers on the kid from Wisconsin. Oh, back up. Back up.
Okay.
Right there. Mason Rigger. All right, I like him. Let's go to corner real quick.
Cornerback.
Oh, man. No, I'm gonna go back to the edge. I'm gonna take Rieger.
Rieger out of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good pick. Pick a need. I like that. Not the highest on the board, but he started like as a 6th or 7th round pick. He's up in the 4th now. So pay the Ravens pick 115. Well, what are you looking for? Let's see what you've done already, because you've done great. Man, lined up. You got 3 of the probably top 10 linemen in the draft.
This Drew Aller kid, you never know. Has Lamar Jackson lost a step?
I think a step and a half.
Step and a half, huh?
Well, he took a step forward a couple years ago, and then lost that one.
So he lost what he gained, and he lost what he already had. So it's a step and a half, or we at a half. Where's the math?
How about 2/3? 2/3 of a step.
Ooh, 2/3 of a step. Is 2/3 of a step worth drafting a quarterback in the what's this? The 4th round?
4th round.
Nah.
Yeah, I would never. But
decisions. After he just got a coach fired, maybe not. Maybe shouldn't do that. Let's scroll a little bit. Ooh, Billy Schraff.
Another lineman? You gonna smoke the draft like against me?
No, I don't think I want to do, because I think that would be a reach for that. Let's go back.
Here's a guy I like for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Landon Robinson. Go back down. Go back down. It's the right there, Navy.
But they
defensive
got paid
lineman,
boy.
287, high motor. I like him a lot. I would be ecstatic if the Bengals got him. He's actually taking a visit to Cincinnati.
I do think the Bengals could use, not the Bengals, but the Ravens could use some depth at wide receiver. Let's scroll back up. So I saw right there, number 1, Brennan Thompson. Bring him to Baltimore.
Okay. He's kind of a Zay Flowers kind of dude. I mean, but redundant, 5'9", little guy.
Maybe.
Speedy though. Speedy, real fast.
We don't know what this offensive was going to look like. So maybe get more athletes out there. See what happens.
We don't. So now it's my pick. I got Steelers pick. So we got receiver, lineman, wide receiver, linebacker. Now let me see what safeties are available. Though I probably smoke safety and corner, but that's what I'm coming out of here.
Some guys have all the picks.
I love Tacario Davis. Now, what
So did
safety
I.
is available?
I thought about him.
Yep, I like him a lot. Yeah, we're going corner Tacario Davis. Not even a difficult decision. Boom. Still on the clock again. Let's look at safety again or cornerback again. No, safety because I took corner last time.
You have 2 fourths?
Yeah, they got 2 fourths.
Jesus.
Man, nobody I really like here. But I think this is my reach, right? This is my reach. Mike could wait one more pick, but I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get my tight end. I really like this kid out of Georgia. The tight end, Delp. He's down here a little bit, but he's a beast. He replaced Brock Bowers. It was the best high school come out of his high school class, but quarterback play kind of let him down in injury, but 6'5", 245. A lot of potential, and that's what I'm doing. I'm drafting ceilings, not floors. So I'm going to go ahead and take Delp with this last 4th-round pick. And that's the draft. Would it grade all of ours? So, Pay got an A-.
Good draft.
Great draft, Pay. Great draft.
I'm surprised to give you an A- on Brennan Thompson. I'm not gonna lie. And a B on Vega. I'd flip those. I'd flip.
Yeah, those. I would probably flip those too. B Dirt.
You never go
The
wrong.
reach
You got a
on
D-
Rigger,
for Rigger.
but we understand it though. I mean, that Detroit Lions say F that. They picked the guy they want, and that worked for them. So yeah, Rigger got a D on that grade, but B+ overall.
But I would have took the other guy that I would taken there would have been the cornerback that you like too.
Tacario Davis. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And the Steelers. I got an F for Delp because that was a big reach.
God damn, that's a lot
Tacario
of
Davis
names.
got a C+.
C+. B on Cooper, B on Dunker. Ted Hurst, they viewed as a reach. I took him at 78, but I wanted to make sure I get him. Yeah, okay. Well, let me get back over here. So, guys, any comments I need to review? No super chats. Uh-oh. Boo, I didn't see your comments, Christine. I would have drafted whoever you wanted, but I like Delp a lot. So, yeah. Everybody, you guys agree with everybody's draft? You think the AFC North got stronger behind that? With that being said, we're not going to waste any more time. About to get out of here for the homies on Friday night. For myself, B Dirt and Pay, you guys got anything to say before we get out of here?
Let's hope these drafts turn out the same way in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks away. What? How they count?
13 days.
13 days in the shake or 12 days in the shake? It's 12 days in the shake now because we're the day after. Yeah, 12 days in the shake and a wake up. So, yeah, with that being said, we're about to get out of here. B Dirt, anything, man? Go ahead and puff on your cigar one more time, man. Celebrate your championship one last time out the door.
I really enjoy the chip. You know what I mean? Give my Red Arbach moment.
Old red, dirty red. Hey, everybody, thanks for tapping in the homies Friday night. See you guys next week. And we out. Peace.
Yeah. Friday night. Yeah. You rolling with the homies. Sports talk with a twist. We keep it real only. Ain't talking that baloney. We speaking the facts. Sports news going on. We talking about that. Tape, Pay and Dirt. We gon' bring the noise. Friday nights.